Hi class, similar to the last planner for the critical evaluation, this planner serves to help you organize and brainstorm and figure out what it is you might want to write about when you have to write your critical evaluation in an upcoming assignment. So this planner focuses on language and credibility. Part 1, of course, focused on evidence, but this time we are going to look at the author's worldview, biases, and whether or not the author is a credible source of information on the topic at hand. You will want to answer these questions thoroughly in their entirety. For example, in question 1, there are several sub-questions embedded in this question. So when you are being asked what writing choices does the author make, you are being asked about rhetorical appeals, details, sentence structure, and language. Really, we should probably provide more space than we gave you to answer that question. You will want to write a couple of sentences here. The next question asks you, what impact do those writing choices have on you as the reader? Are the choices effective? Do they strengthen or weaken the author's argument? And how? Remember, you will be writing your paper using this planner. So the more detail you get into now, the better it will be for you later when you have to write the actual paper. When you think about those writing choices, when you think about the author's rhetorical appeals and details, use of language and sentence structure, how does that affect tone? How does that affect the writing style? Is it formal or informal? You will want to look back at some earlier learning materials in this course to refresh your memory on what some tone words are. A lot of times authors will switch tones during the course of an argument. In the next section, you will get into credibility, the author's education, experience. You will need to do some research here. You will need to learn about the author's background to be able to answer these questions. Think about the topic. Is the author a credible source for the topic that he or she wrote about? Sometimes authors have different backgrounds that might lend themselves better to a different topic. So it will be your job to hunt and try to find out some interesting information about the author to determine the author's strength of credibility. You also will want to look up the source of the material. Finally, you'll get into worldviews and biases and writing your thesis statement, a tentative thesis statement. You will, of course, have chances to reword and rework and revisit the thesis statement throughout the planning and drafting of the critical evaluation. Like always, you will save your assignment, you will look at the rubric so you know how you will be graded, and then you will submit to your instructor.